Assalamu alaikum. The Indian Ocean Island Games tayyar gotung almen geniste countdown ge during our program ka pura farata ka marhaba danawang ade countdown ge program taun geniste undar ham paha kulinche Mifaharuge Indian Ocean Island Games ka wadukura huriha kuliwar kala gotaka almen hama countdown show to ge tereng e modum mate be geniste adi egiturun mi mubarata gulum huri mi games a gulum huri ekeki farata ge interview to ge salmen countdown show to ge e be geniste mubarata divi team nota divi contingent furuma hame countdown show ta almen geniste Muhammad mani meduge program ga unda ki ga baveri mani basketball association ga farat basketball team ga khasa de baru assistant coach adege turum senior team ga coach deve pun sem furtan war boda mo coach welcome to our program.
Thank you for having me.
Yep IOIG ga waha dakkar IOIG ki basketball team war muhim mubarat ek gotuga kulunterin war boda eba fa kure den ha adege turum hama mi mubarat ki alwan men सरहदी लेवल के हैं मुबारक का कंप्लीट कुरम बलार सलमेन ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಪಾರ ರಂಗಳು ಮುಬಾರಕ್ ಗುದು ಫಾಕನ ಈ ಬಾಸ್ಕೆಟ್ಬಾಲ್ ಯಾ ಆಮಗೋತೆಗ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲಿ ವೆಸ್ ಅದಿ ಏಗೆ ತುರು ಮಿ ಎಕುರಿಕಂ ಗೆ ಮಿಶ್ತ ವಿಸ್ವಾರ ಮದು ಮಿ ಲಿಬೆನಿ ಎಂಕ ಮಿಕಾದ ಮುಬಾರಕ್ ಕುಂ ಕುಳುಂತಿರಿನ ಮಿ ದಸ್ವಾದ ಇಚ್ಚಿ ಹಿತಕ ಅದಿ ಏಗೆ ತುರು ಗಾದ ಕುರ ಟೀಮ್ ತಗೆ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಬಲಾರ್ ಫುದರ ಕತವ ಕೆಂತ ಫಾಹ ಕುರನಿ ಕೌ ಮಿ ಟೀಮ್ ಗೆ ತಯಾರಿ ತ ಎಮ್ಎಫ್ ಗೆ ತಯಾರಿ ತ ಕಿಂತ ಪನಿ ಫಾಹ ಕುರ
मैं जने दोस्त खाने पे प्रैक्टिस को रहा था दें ने मैं आशा करूँ पाक कोल्ला ना और मैं कोच को अलेक्जेंडर मैं आशा ये तो बन दुनिया के फेमर अने कोच है मैं कोच के अने इर्शादों के दर्शन और मैं प्रैक्टिस को रहा था वार दोस्त जे दें अने मैं प्रैक्टिस था फैशन कुरिंग अने कोच मीडिया मुबारक तो ऐसा अने स्काउट को गए मैं कुछ दिन ना गया गए अने बार बैर अने एनालिस्ट तक को गए मैं ऐसा भी मैं आधे बने दें प्लस मैं टीम ने घूम गया हुरिया का मैं गैस एक दें मैं अलगुन ना मैं यार मैं बड़ो चैलेंज का आस में भी अने मैं वारुगत मैच तक नुकुले टीम तक अलगुन अने कोच सफर बड़ा फावर बड़ा बेन में फोरिका में कि अने मैं रंगल ट्रेनिंग कैंप पे गोसे है रंगल मैच तक कुलेफा दें टीम ने गुंग ऐसा कोच के टारगेट के ए कोच ए बेनुबा एची कोच से नेरवेंग होती दें मैं बने मैं हाँ अने क्या करना का 6 months तेरे का टीम एक कुलावा लूँगे ऐसा कोच के अने इर्शादों के दर्शन ऐसा अने वारंग अवस सूर्या को देंगे एक बॉन्ड वेगिंग एक को प्रैक्टिस को रहा
then coach IOIG always have been it comes once in 4 years but this has been really a prime factor for our players to develop and also to play against a teams completely different level completely different style of play and always NBA is looking forward for this tournament especially not only NBA all the other sports also looking forward to play in the Indian Ocean Island Games because it's different type of basketball what we see in the South Asian region. How do you see this opportunity for the basketball association?
Well, as we say to the players, it's a great opportunity. One, to play for your nation, and one every 4 years. I mean, it's not so often. So we really been striving that, just the importance of that opportunity to take pride in it and really be humbled by that opportunity and don't take it for granted. With that, we want to show that we're improving, that we are capable of competing. Obviously, there's not a lot of expectations due to past history, but we want to show that we're gaining ground.
हम कोच फाक करे गोता मीडिया हर गंबार है तवन मन सेमीफाइनल आ हमें वो तो फाइनल आ हमें का दातुरु करे फने एनस ग्रुप स्टेज का फुदेर का रंगल मैच तक के कुले फेबर रंगल यार में नतीजा गोतु बल्लार हम बार रंगल वाद को पूरी मैच तंगे पूरी बाय टीम तक था फातु फारगो बोडो कम गए सम फुदेर का रंगल वाद पूरी टीम तंगे पूरी मिफहर निकुने रुकिन तो फाकोला
कोच अपने मैं अलगुन में यार बोडो मी आईओजी के टारगेट की मीडिया फार मी बेतो दिया भाई हाथर वार कुरिंग मैं दिया मुबारक बुरे मी मुबारक रंगल कुरवे तो असे मी बोड टारगेट के माने के स्कोर डिफरेंस गिनेवे तो मी बोड टारगेट के दें असो आगे तो बुनया अने कोच मी यार दिवेराज के बास्केटबॉल असो आगे तो बुनया बोडो इंगिला पे मी गिनस्तेनी ए कुरिम मीडिया ओल्ड स्कूल दुकोला मी मॉडर्न बास्केट हुरिहा कुदिंग लोहल वदिंग कोच के असो आगे तो बुनया कोच को अलेक्जेंडर ए कोच के मी हुरिहा तो यूएस का मी बड़े प्रोफेशनल टीम्स तक आया को प्रोफेशनल मी हुना को ट्रेन को और कोच भी कोच मिंकोला मिगनस्तिम फ्लेवर के असो हुरिहा कुदिंग से बाला गन फ्लेवर ए मैं कोमे कुछ बस प्रैक्टिस कोमे दो आयस मी अन्ना हम वार एक बेनु वेगिंग अन्ननी वार बेनु वेगे कोमे दुकिस आ एचएस तक दस को दालगो फा कोलान कोच के ट्रेनिंग तो कोच ट्रेनिंग गेंदार अब दिस एच हेदुम कुरिंग अब दिस प्लेयर मोटिवेट को दीफा देंग ए ड्रिल का ऐसा बद्दा kan coach war algon fa kolan em asu player tiben asu war motivate we fa अब दिस ड्रिल नु अने ड्रिल दा एवस कुछ को बरबली का no dakka hama var rangala dia practice ta gaachin.
Coach, it had been a couple of months since officially we have started practices, but you have been here with the team, selecting the players, scouting them, and doing all those stuff. How do you see the improvement during these months of the players till now?
I'm really impressed, and I appreciate their commitment. My expectation and standard from my history, just from my coaching and playing experience, was maybe a little bit different. A lot of expectations, but 6 a.m. practices, the guys showed up on time, 20 minutes early, all the guys, ready to compete. And the improvement is there. They're putting in the work, the discipline is there, and that's, I think, what's necessary in order to create the new standard that we're hoping to achieve.
ayo idea hisabun almen hama basketball age mi huriha aila huriha memberun sarboda masekke bukurenota initial mi final target ek gotuga myoti hama ultimate goal laki miharuga ege fahum mon saba championship tayyaron pada den saba championship tayyaron balar mi team ay kiga mifaharugon baratuga dakkar angol kuruma ay kiga adi ege turun hama den itur training camp ka ay kiga final score diulan ko saba tayyaron kadata kinato mi NBA ge visnu hurimno
Aku miharo ne plan ko forti ayoji nimma fast hama practice ko fane ka sme ane sabadde me kuring Thailand training camp gossa etanum aneka sam final score nagagen ane mi sabadda den coach ge philosophy ki abadu sageda munyamu ane mi e game ko ane game ka improve akudin nagagen ane da target ka deun em amne argon me mifar mis code ne gi ros ane kom ane hafta ko far abo scrimmage ko kom scrimmage ko ekujo amillan sport earn ko gem nagani.
Then coach, when we look at the players, we have a couple of players who are going to retire or in their last days of playing with the national team or last days of our Maldivian basketball. But also we have very young talents who will be the future of basketball. How do you see this mix of the squad, mix of the talent?
Yeah. It's a really interesting dynamic, right? Out with the old, in with the new, some say, but it's one thing to create a standard that the players can look up to, the young players, and that's what we're doing with some of our senior players, Zila, Zach, I know Phil, one of our captains. These guys are setting great examples for the young players, and that's what we want to do. We want to set great examples and inspire these young guys to go beyond what we're doing and continue to grow. Grow basketball here in Maldives, and that's really important for the players, and I think they embrace that challenge. I know I embrace it and accept it and really take it into heart when we're practicing every day. We know that we have a bigger picture and what we're really trying to achieve in the end.
mi hama warboda fahaga akureve mi amko gina kuleverta hoga mi senior kulunterin gina fadi junior kulunterin madu honnota mi mix ki by far pudevara ka boda conflicts takin anna mix ekam faha kurame jene senior kulunterin gina ma ki mi puratam haya kong senior kulunterin na chance tibe honnota coach prefer kura e tajriba ya huriya kama kabbadar junior kulunterin na compare kura fursat libe member wara am abadu sa senior kulunterin na chance pudevara ka bodu konge bode enas basket ka pudevara ka boda mi onnani hama huriha menno equal opportunities ta kelli bego ta kinato team terega ekanta tafaha goni senior kulun terina mi junior kulun teringe combination nota mi commitment wise kinato faha
as coach gotum yar coach kore head coach gotum aso ane challenge ka vani team e kulawadu aso age da punya maybe past 6 months terega ekala player na ane coach na de terega players na de terega eves kala eves ane kamenu fede mane ke eves ka creation we em ane arwan emane bond bar rangalu hai ase bond rangalu ase me coach ke irshad dasam me modern basket me mikolang ase me introduce ko dina me kudin ek interest waking as aun kane arwan himane me ekkujo kane kujja me bond me rangalu sidra ki ase.
Coach, Maldivian basket, we have a couple of young talents, not couple of young talents, a lot of young talents are there, and also there's YDV programs, there are academies, but due to the lack of facilities, we are not able to reach the heights what we want to achieve, especially the NBA have great plans, strategic plans and everything. How do you see this, the last 6 months you have been here, how do you see the passion of basketball in Maldives, how do you see these young talents?
I think it's forward thinking. I think with the growth mindset, the NBA, the ministry, everyone is committed to achieving what is needed for the youth. Obviously, like you said, there is limited facilities, but we have to try and work around that and think solution-based right now in the meantime. But I know that NBA and the ministry are working to build new facilities, and hopefully in time we'll have those facilities for the young players to develop even more.
Bani ahama basket ko fahagoni fahakan as hasako coachunge level badar fahakan as puderka mi rangalu coachun take mota duru hisab takon coachun anna tammi fene mota top basketball aga top level ge coachun take anna tammi fene misalaka gaganaka media tin hatarwara kan hara badaru agawmi team america ge devana coach hawal mi serbia ge coach ves kuring hawal vi puderka rangalu result ves nerun mi kuring armenge local coachun na de ge turun sarahaddi gawmtoge coachun benu kurumuge baduga miharu visnu warabboda ehen dimedimala base of youth association කියන තෝ ෆාහ කරන හගීගතුක මේ හතර වරකන් අහරුගේ තෙරේග දිවෙහි බාස්කට්බෝල් මේ විස්නු බදුලේ ෆාස් මේ තින් කෝචුන් අරුන් ෆාහ කොදන මේ තින් කෝචුන්ගේ තව අවමායි කියන තෝ මේ තින් කෝචුන්ගේ විස්නු මම හුරියකම කපාය කිහා වර කලම බාස්කට්බෝල් ඒගේ ඉෆෙක්ට් කොෆිතෝ
අස ආර්ගේ බුන්න අරගොන ඉවනේ මේ දිවෙහි රාජ්‍යක අස බොඩ මේ ශෝක මෙදිවානේ height के प्रॉब्लम गेम एकमुग सम IQ लेवल ला हो रहा है चाहे हम बेर में होने के समय पर हमें कन में डिफरेंस का मैंने नहीं हाइट डिफरेंस एक को ने मैं अरबन में कुरे में बुनी है मैं मॉडर्न बास्केट में कोलो में तारफ को गें ए बेरो में हूं मिहार में कुरा कंता हम दिवे राज्य में कुरा आते वे असो मिहार दिवे राज्य गांव में टीम बास्केट गांव में टीम लेवल असो मिहार में आदवन असो बार मुहिम कमेंट करने के जमान तरक्की बावर का हम में कुड़ीवर बस टेक्नोलॉजी वे सम तफात अन्न है हम में बास्केट बस में बर बार तफात तक में हम ए में पाहुगे ए मॉडर्न ए बास्केट एती ए वर मुहिम कमेंट करने कोम प्लेयर के स्टोर एती मेती इंट्रोड्यूस को दिफा ए असो हागे तक
coach in the last couple of months you have been focusing mostly on first when you started trainings mostly on the physical fitness of the players. I think physical fitness is a key factor when we compete in a games or in a tournament or also in a friendly match. How do you see the physical condition of the players? Because in basket we don't see usually continuous tournaments or continuous tournaments for the senior players to play and keep their fitness level at the top level. How do you say that?
I think it's gotten a lot better. The endurance is there, the strength training is there. We had a strength training program. We continue with that. I think the thing is that players are fighting previous injuries, and we are trying to correct that, along with the development and building of fundamentals, the basics of basketball, along with the basics of weight training and endurance are all key aspects of what we've been doing. Over the last 6 months, we have seen that, and it's part of what we are dynamic, right? We're trying to use our speed and our endurance to be more successful in games because we lack height, like Coach said. So there's just little things that we're trying to do to give us advantage.
बड़े हम मिफार स्कोर अब बाजार मतलब मिफार स्कोर सिलेक्शन आ हिसाब उस पर का बोड़े फाड़ के उन तक दिमाग मालूम है हाथ को बास्केट को उले कुलुन तेरीम बाई कोचों के फरातों फिर का बोड़ फाड़ के उनमें देख हम बोड़ंग मिफाह कुरेवनी फुर्तम डिविजन का मिहारुती भी क्लब तक बाजार टॉप 4 का मिउले हुरिहा क्लब वेस फुदेर कल बोड़ा एक गैप क्लोज विच काटने के गैप क्लोज उमा के कुलुंतेरी के लेवल वाला बोड़ा हम हाईवे फो इतम फेनन එහෙන්ගම ඒ කුළුන්තරින වකි කුළුන්තරින් තක ෆුරුසට නුදිවුමා ඒක කම බොඩ ගබු කුරෙන්නේ මේ ෆාඩ් කෙන්ත මේ කියන තෆා කරන්නේ coach ගේ selection criteria नु त මේ team select कुरुमुग කොම්මෙ කොතෙ සම assistant ගොසුග බani coach මේ හරිය කාතරේ කියන त විස්නුන් තක මිහුරි පුදේර ක බොඩන් හම ෆාඩ් කෙන්ත අමාස් වෙෆහුරි මාරු නම් මිසල්
මේ අරගොන මේ practice තක අනගොන මේ ෆාෂා මෙති development squad එක ගොතක ෆොටම practice මේ ෆේෂෝනේ national team development squad එක ගොතක सीधा नेशनल टीम है क्या फका स्कोटे गोतो का फेसोने एक गंटा का बुनिया आशा भी स्कूल तेरे ना को अलगोने मुड़ी फुर्त में फेशी पाशा के अने कोच के में फिलोसफी के दर्शन आस कोच के फिलोसफी की अने गेम में कुले फे गेम को में रंगलो मिहु मिना गनी हम देंगे न लेवल हम अनेकास गेम में कुले गेम हम में रंगलो कुदिंग सो अब तो समझ मी शफल ले फे में ननी मेहर एम प्रथमदु बार कुलुंतेरी नगागे नाम सीधा माइंड सेट को गा मी ये बार कुलुंतेरी ने एने नो अलगोन कोरेगेंदे हम चैलेंज दीफा ए चैलेंजिंग हम रंगल कुदिंग हम ए स्पॉट अर्न कोगें मेहर मी लेवल मेहर मी बास्केट को देवराज गवर्नमेंट बार कुलुंतेरी के ए स्पॉट ए अर्न कोगें आसति बि कोदे एमा मिहार ए कोच मे ए पाडु क्यों तक अलगोन बुना ने कोम कुछ जगह सम चैलेंज दीगे ए चैलेंज एक्सेप्ट कोगे एते अर्न कुरे उन कुदिन ने 12 गे टिबी
लिंगा कोच when we see Indian Ocean Island Games, for all the sports, not only basketball, especially in volleyball and also in football, we see a lot of French players or the players who are playing in Europe and different divisions of Europe, and the height level, and especially that technically there are very good players. Especially in the basketball, last year we seen the height difference is there, but technically also there are a lot of difference between Maldivian basketball team and especially teams like Reunion, Madagascar. All these teams, the difference is very high. How do you see the major differences of our team and European basketball playing style?
Yeah, I think just the evolution. Maybe they've got a jump start, right? So as we evolve, we're trying to get to that spot. They've just been a little bit forward in their process. So we may be behind them, but we're on the way. Obviously, they do have advantage with height, but again, it's something that we can combat, with our speed. But I'm interested to see how we compete. I'm excited. I'm excited for our players. I'm excited for the nation, Maldives, and just for that opportunity to see where we're really at, because there is a lot of talk about the distance. I'm excited to see where that is, because I haven't seen Reunion in Madagascar or Seychelles play. Been looking for some stuff, but I know that in the past we had opportunity to compete. I think it was 12-17 points against Mauritius. So we'll see. This is what this opportunity is. It's an opportunity to see where we're at.
Coach, how challenging was this to build a team, in your style and evaluate the team and change the whole style of play of Maldivian basketball in this short period? How challenging was it?
It was difficult, but I think with commitment, which I've received, it's been a little bit easier process, because the players are wanting to work, all right? They're wanting to learn, and they're open to learning. We have an open mindset, and guys are open to a new style. So it's been a lot easier process than I thought it would be.
Coaching to Fakuran, how you got Mifaharuves board challenge me. Mulling ham style gotaka team selection of fish and training, coding a physical condition. Uri hadi malakum is mulling Kantaka basketball at Tajibakuramijin, Kudina Tajibakuramijun. He have a challenge go to Hagatuga, Fahakurani, team game and coach had Divehi basketball board challenge.
As a Dive basketball, me has a gun about Ingila make it. Then also me coach correct me philosophy ke dashon me training taka horiya weights training and basket training horiya che gendiam aso me ehen ki ke man flavor me genasteni ehma komme kujja sat me ti balagane coach kurin bun hendon hijjar case bagger kurin eta kudin tiben excited to practice. They are excited to practice. Come do ques. Me are Mubarak Karva. Algon me are D.R.E.A.M practices and Hendun practice, Reagan practice. Come practice a case. Algon have bagged Kuring. Hudia Kuding scored a con. They are eager to learn new things.
Me Hisaba Arohama Fudereka Boda, Hendimadi Malus hater can debate connecting me Varaboda, me association of Mikurama Sekata Kaki, Genhama Huria Kuruntin Kagotaka job to go full time basketballers and Rajak Mutin, Varamadukuruntin in the Camnolin. I think Kihavaraka, me Ekidima Malu, me Hiterica, my Ballant Kuding, a Hiterican hold, Mamurakam Kabala, Kintaka.
Then Kuding me practice sang Anang Aron me office takun Bilum Kanta Vara Furia me Zamagoto. Basketball association kan inzam ko fote den ane just clash wa detin kudima role ane job ke gotong kom job ke sama tafa job ka baate enoni hama huriha kam ha bara perfect ko medan de hama ane algon me ane coaches bara ben me coming algon ayojadyam kudima training ke medda ekam algon ane fursat no libun yaso ane algon hemani bara bodo doste kan ekam quest algon hama bara challenging hama bara ki ke mane bara kom kujja ko sama me spot on ko gen adone bara challenges ane me throughout the training.
Coach, when each and every time a team looks forward for games or a tournament, the coach always prefers to play some competitive matches, friendly matches before the games, to make sure that the loopholes in the team or the weakness of the teams are fixed and identified when we go into the final games of the tournament. For this tournament, unfortunately, we don't have any friendly matches or training camp. But after that, before Sabah, I think it's already fixed that basketball training team is going for trainings abroad. how do you see, would it be difficult for you to analyze the team or perform well in the IOIG because of this?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a limitation, but we don't hinder on it. We move forward. We would like to have played regional talent, compete against some taller guys, and kind of get a better feel, because we had only competed against ourselves within inter squad, and we scrimmaged some of the local guys, and unfortunately those competitions didn't really give us a good depiction of where we're at. So as a coaching staff, we have to really sit back and analyze the details about what we're doing and get technical to try and make sure that no matter who we play, we're still, our technicality, our details are there, both defensively and offensively. So with that, we are sound in principle, but we haven't had the opportunity to compete against the height. We're going to see the athleticism, the strength, and as much as we say it or show it, it's nothing like actually doing it. So again, we're looking forward to this opportunity, to kind of see where we're at and what we built to, and then obviously we're in the here and now, and I'm not so much thinking for Saba, but really thinking for this opportunity with the IOGs and what's going to come from that, and then analyze it and make our adjustments from there.
Coach, all the national teams, when we trim the players for the national team or when we compete in international tournaments, what's most important is the fundamentals is the local tournaments. Mm-hmm. The level of local tournament, if the level of local tournaments or the players are good, we can produce a good national team and perform well in international mm-hmm. tournaments. How do you see our local leagues or our local players or our local teams, the difference between the teams? How do you see the level of those teams?
I think it's improving. I came in December 2018 to watch the championship and study the players, get to learn the players. And from there, I can see that the association is forward thinking in the process of building coaches who are actually implementing the players and building fundamentals. I know Coach Supan is really big on that, building fundamentals within the players. And that's something that's very important, right? You have to have a base. And I remind the players, even at the NBA level, their fundamentals are worked on every day. You can't forget those things, and you can't skip steps in the process. If you skip steps, there'll be loopholes. So that's what we're trying to do, is fill the loopholes, make sure the steps are finished, and then we'll build up.
Coach, ආගත කබ්බදාර දැන් හාසකෝ මේ ට්‍රේනින් තක් හැම බදා ලිමස් දැන් හැම වරබඩ ෆාහක් කුරේ වර මේ කුදි ඩීටේල්ස් තක වර ෆෝකස් කුරා coach ගොතු ගහම මේ coach ෆාහක් කුරණි වරන් හැම මේ එම්මේ බේසික් කුළුන්තෙරියා ගේ ෆුට්වර්ක් අනුභවය සම ඒ රංගලු කුරම් විස් වරබඩන් ඒ එරුෂාද්දේ කෙන්ත බණි ෆාහක් කුරාණි මේ ಹುರಿಹಾ ಗೊತ್ತಕ ಬಲಾರಿಸ್ ಮಿ ಕೋಚ್ಗೆ ವಿಷ್ಣುಮ ಆಮೆಂಗೆ ಮಿ ಬಾಸ್ಕೆಟ್ ಬಾಲ್ ಮಿ ಕುರಿಯರು ಗೆಣ್ಣಂ ಬಲಾರು ಕಿಹಾವರಕ ಹಾಗೆ ಗತುಗ ಮುಹಿಮುಖ ಮೆಗ್ ಗತುಗ ತೋನತ ಎಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಗತು ಕಿಹಾವರಕ ಕಂತತ್ತಗೆ ದಸ್ವಜ್ಜತು ಮಿ ಕೋಚ್ಗೆ ಮಿ ವಿಷ್ಣುಮ ಮಿ ಕಂತತ್ತಕ ಬಲಾರ್ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ತಕ ಬಲಾರ್
අගන හෙමන මේ වරබොඩ් තෙදෙන් තිබුණේ මේ අසොය තබුණ කෝච කියම ඩීටේල්ස් වරබොඩ මාසක කුර කෝච ඒගතුන් අරුන් පහ කොල්ලාන මේ අරුගුන් ට්‍රේනින් තවග coach ge ane min philosophy doron coach ane training ta video kuran e video kofa e masene mechen bs ane hame kan lepen alalan bs komme kame bs coach session sekkama video kuran video kofa ane do asa hama purtama kama konnane e video analyze kofa kujjage mistakes kiya difa e mistakes ta correct kurevene gotta kiyadan e wan himene adi henwa dewaje basketball ane me bayatuga me gota video elena kogen me ane me kya kama kurevun he komme kujjaka hama waking miye me zila rangal kuram kama ke miye fida rangal kuram ke miye minime kurangal kuram kama ke hama sita hama details hama coach de ema ei aso eta bonya players na rangal kuram vara bodo echaka evi me vara pase evi ek pudinna bes ek rangal kuram me kantatta.
Coach, before ending the program, your message to our basketball family and also to the lovers of basketball.
I would just encourage you guys, stay committed. We're committed as a staff, we're committed as the players, but just continue to grow and love this game. Appreciate the game, give it, grow it, water it, make it grow. You put into it, and you'll get back. You know, what you put in is what you'll get back. And just have fun with it, enjoy this. It's a great opportunity.
Coach, coach hama nimanu kuring arumeng ayoje tayyar ko bato de meron se
arugam mane as wagati me mubarak tayyar kuring muhim ekam ke preparation asu me preparation na kun asum rangalu echa me nereveni ema ane algonu ek meburam bodabes me algonu me prepare awan ane me chance take libijiyamo komme tournament එක ගත්තාම සමහරවිට රංගව නතිජා නෙරවෙන්නේ ema e preparation algonu me ane libenje training camps taka urihache devijiyamo me komme kama gas me kamyab liben ka pahakolla ema eti libeto algonu sab gadawan mas ekoren
बहुत शुक्रिया थैंक यू कोच
Thank you.
अदे हम आर्मिंग हम फाहा कोल्लम बेनवन इंडियन ओशन आइलैंड गेम्स का आर्मिंग हम हुरिहा कुलिवर्तके वादकुरा हुरिहा कुलिवर्तके आर्मिंग हम वरबोडे फोकस एबकुरा हम हुरिहा कुलिवरेगे हम मुहिम मालूमात कोचुन्ना कुलुंतेरिना आदेगे दुरुं हम कुलिवरा गुलुं हुरि एकी के फरात का की गेनेस्ती मियो आईओआईजी की අලුවන්මෙන් හම මීඩියායින් තයාරුව එනොත කුළුන්තෙරින් ටීමුත තයාරුවා තයාරුම එක්ගොත අමෙන්ගේ දිවෙහි රායුතුන්න කීස් මියෝජිය වරබොට තයාරුව බයි ගොතුක හම ආවුන පාකුල මිට එමවලු මත ආර්මින් ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑම් තෝගේ සරියන් හිස්සා කුර මිදනි මුබාරත දායර ආර්මින්ගේ වැරණි කොන් ටීම් තකෙත්තෝ කොන් එත්ලීටුන් තකෙත්තෝ කොන් දිමදි මාතකුන් තෝ ආර්මින් මේ මෙඩල් තක මි උම්මීද කුරණි කොන් කාද නතිජා තකතෝ මියුද කුරණි දෙහි රායුතුන්න වෙස්මිකන් එගේ හිසාබ මාලුමාත ෆෝර් කො දිනු ආර්මින්ගේ අමාසුකි උරියා ෆරතක සර්බ शुक्रिया अस्सलाम वालेकुम